Indianapolis, Indiana, the city of speed. Tonight, a principality of power. USA Motorsports brings its monster truck challenge to the magnificent RCA Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hi, everybody. I'm Ralph Shaheen, along with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the professor of truckology, my buddy Mike Galloway. Mike, let's start with you. We have got the largest, most competitive field of monster trucks I think we've had all season.
Ooh, it's going to be so good. 5 of the top 6 monster trucks in America on hand tonight. I like to have an automatic transmission, wouldn't want to have a clutch. Other than that, it's just go for it. It's long, it's fast, exciting.
That's where the power part of the program comes for sure. And Dream, let's talk with you about this pro arena truck field. I mean, this is a division that is rapidly becoming one of the fastest growing forms of motorsports in America. Just about anybody can compete in it. And every time we go to another part of the country, we get more and more competitors.
Well, I tell you what, this is madness at its best when you talk about motorsports. And they are coming from all over. Professor Mike can tell you all about the techniques that they use. But there's a Texican here tonight. That's one of my old homeboys, Ron Willis, all the way from Port Arthur. And he's here to put it on them right here on Motor Madness.
Well, let's meet Ron Willis. He is standing by with the 4th member of our broadcasting crew tonight. Here's Fred Parson.
That's right, Ralph. I got Ron Willis right here. Drove 1,200 miles from Port Arthur, Texas. It was a long drive, but not only that, it wasn't a very smooth drive, was it, Ron?
No, it sure wasn't. 200 miles into the trip, we lost 5th gear in the hauler that hauls this truck, so we had to drive 60 miles an hour for the rest of the 1,000 miles. So you can imagine what that was like.
Was the drive worth it?
Oh, yes. Exactly, it was worth it because we sat at home watching TNN and the monster trucks, and the only thing we saw nobody from Texas, and we saw nobody driving a Dodge, and we know people here in Indianapolis got to love Dodges, and I can tell you that by as many autographs as I signed for kids today.
Thanks, Rod. Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you. Thanks, Al.
Well, the first thing we're going to do is have our monster truck obstacle course. So here is the brackets for round 1. Virginia Giant up against Samson. Executioner and Bigfoot. Dream's favorite, the Firestone Wilderness, going up against Equalizer. You can see how the brackets will hold out from there. Now, the first pair up will be the Giant going up against Samson. Now, this course here tonight, Mike, it's a big one inside the dome.
Oh, it's a very big course, and it's really tough. It's unlike anything we've had before. They're going to lead from this point. They'll come over this car, then here, then there's a set of whoops, back another circle, and finishing over these cars again. Very difficult course, real close turning. You're going to have to use the front and rear steering all the way around. Very exciting, Ralph.
And now let's take a look at our first pair as we match them up here tonight. As I said, it will be Samson up against a Virginia Giant. Deihl Wilson's got a 97 Ford F-250, 429 cubic inch engine, 1,500 horsepower coming out of his Ford. Samson, of course, Dan Patrick, a 96 bow tie, 560 cubic inches, 1,350 horsepower. Not big in the horsepower department, Mike, but powerful enough.
He might story to you on the horsepower just a little bit. I mean,
you think?
Just a touch.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, we're getting ready to open it up right here on Madness. The Wilderness is waiting in the wings. This is going to be a good one right here.
Well,
fast track, baby.
You just got a good look at 1,500 horsepower living inside of the Giant as we go on board with him.
Big, bad, and blown Ford in the Giant. Samson, it should be a good race.
Oh, Samson off to a good start.
Got to get around the pole quickly.
Can't hit him, you knock him over, that's a penalty.
Oh, and look at the Giant way out of the area. Now over the whoops on this side, and he's coming back on him. Patrick running forward.
It's all Samson in that one.
Big win.
And look at that suspension work. That's 10,000 plus pounds going up and down on the pavement here.
He really looked good tonight, I'm telling you. Come back with a lot of force and power. Really was a cranking out there tonight. Dan Patrick, you the man. You the man.
Where we are sitting is right next to Dan Patrick's pit stall. And as he was coming at us, he was pretending like he was going like this, trying to figure out like he was going to crash into us. Dan Patrick, a great guy, has a lot of fun with us. And Dream, we're sitting just about eye level with him here tonight.
Oh, yeah, we can see right into it. Professor Mike, I guarantee you, He's right here, but this ain't all. There's a lot more coming.
All right, well, we got another pair. You like that? Stick with us, because Executioner with driver Mark Hall is coming up. A 97 Chevy, 572 cubic inches, 1,400 horsepower will match up well with this hot young driver, Bigfoot's new driver, Eric Tack. 97 Ford F-150, 572 cubic inches. He's got 1,400 horsepower as well. And Professor, I say he's new. He's new to us on the indoor tour with the USA Motorsports. He's driven Bigfoot for a long time.
Quite a long time. Here's the Hall brothers. They get ready to go to the line with their newly sponsored truck. They're ready. Thumbs up. Here's the Bigfoot truck. This kid has got to have a ton of pressure on him tonight. The truck sits in the #1 spot. Jim Kramer, former top driver for Bigfoot, president, is on hand. Bob Chandler is on hand. All the eyes of all the fathers are here tonight. Eric's got the pressure.
And Dream, you know all about pressure.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what, there is a lot of pressure on the foot, but I guarantee you the Executioner wants to go ahead and get on into them finals. Bottom line right here, Professor, I tell you what, yeah, he's got pressure, but he is in the fold of the major player of motorsports and monster trucks, and that is Bigfoot.
Well, the thing about these guys, the Hall boys, they have been on a roll lately. They're running well. They've got the big horsepower in the Chevrolet. This is the classic matchup. You got the Ford truck on one side, the Chevrolet truck on the other side. Just take your choice, sit back, and enjoy great racing.
Do you give a nod to anybody at this point?
I'd have to give the nod possibly to the Bigfoot truck for the automatic transmission, and you need that on the other end when you try to make the poles and come back to the whoops. First time we've seen monster trucks on whoops, and it's going to be tough on them.
Yeah, it's really tight when they get turned down there. As you know, Professor Mike, it is really hard to get it around and head it through the whoops.
What a great lead by Bigfoot.
Now he's got to go hard. He gets over a jump on the other side. Didn't want to, but he's over that. Comes down the edge. He's off on the side. That's not a good place to be.
I'm going to tell you what, going to be tight right here.
Well, we've had 2 races and 2 wins, and they both have come out of the left lane. Now, one of the differences here, Mike, with that left lane is you come back over those whoops, you come over partial of the cement floor and part of the whoops in the dirt. Could that be a benefit or a negative?
I would want to be on the concrete tonight because it's polished concrete and it's real slick.
Now let's take a look at the start here. This is where Bigfoot really just walked away from the Executioner. Eric Tack was so quick at the start, he just rocketed away from it.
Well, the starting line is real good at this time. It's got a lot of bite in it. This dirt's been used a lot of time. This dirt's a lot like me. It's old, but it's not completely used up.
You mean it's not that refined dirt we had out there in Washington?
No,
this is just that you could eat off of.
No, I'm not eating any of this, Dusty. This has been used.
All right, well, let's take a look at the next matchup instead here. Firestone Wilderness. This will get Dream up. 97 Ford F-150, 572 cubic inch engines. Eric Meagher's got 1,400 horsepower to play with. The Equalizer of David Morris, 97 Chevy S10, 540 cubic inches, 1,400 horsepower as well. Firestone Wilderness going to do it again tonight, Dream?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, I really like this truck. And Professor Mike told me that he's it's one of them things that's knocking on the threshold of stardom, and here he is, and an opportunity knocking, and thousands of fans watching, millions around the world. I'm excited. Firestone's excited. I'm going to tell you what, I believe he's going to put it all the way into the final.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dream, he's the first one who will do it coming out of the right lane. He has got what so far has been the bad lane, Professor.
Does that make a difference, Professor?
Yes, it can make a very big difference. That right-hand lane doesn't show at this time to be any different. The left-hand lane, this guy's fast. This truck, of course, favors the Equalizer, but he's had so much trouble. He broke the hauler down today. The truck hasn't been running right. He had to get his wife to bring up the tires. He's just had a handful of trouble. If he can clean out his mind and get it back to racing, you may see the Equalizer put it on Firestone tonight.
Got to focus.
Well, the hardest part might be the start then, because that's where you really got to concentrate.
It's very difficult, the starting line. You've got an area that you have to run after you go over this first car. There's a run area right in here that you want to just lay the hammer on the truck.
Come on, Eric!
Equalizer and Firestone Wilderness. Wilderness on the bottom side of your screen, the big red truck.
Never count the Firestone.
Look at this. The right lane could be coming alive with Firestone Wilderness.
It is very close. They're almost even, except Firestone just stretched it out on that whoop cord. All right, and showed off.
Yeah. I like it.
The man did well, Dusty.
Who did? Crack whip.
Oh, he did
With the
well.
Wilderness. I guarantee that was good.
That is the first one to win out of that right lane. And boy, Equalizer, you could see how he just wasn't mentally all together, Mike. He really struggled. And Eric Meagher jumped on it early.
Well,
right here.
This is where he gets in a lot of problems when he makes this turn. Now, he's tight. He's actually a lot tighter than Bigfoot. He's close, but watch the whoop section. This truck never hooks up well in that whoop section. He's just completely out of balance. The truck never does settle down and do what it should. Meanwhile, Bigfoot has, stretched 5 truck lengths, going for the win right there.
Oh, nice shot.
Firestone Wilderness. One of the many moving on to the next round of monster trucks on the obstacle course. Pro Arena trucks as well here tonight inside of the RCA Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana. Don't you go away. It's going to be a great night of madness. USA Motorsports Monster Truck Challenge making its way into the RCA Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana. Ralph Shaheen along with the professor of truckology, Mike Galloway, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, as we're getting underway here tonight in Indy. Let's go downstairs to Fred Parson, who has already got one of the winners here tonight.
That's right, Ralph. I got Eric Meagher here. Eric, great run in the Firestone Wilderness.
Thank you. The track out there today is really tricky. We got a lot of traction. We have some really tight turns, and the competition's getting a little stiffer with each round, so anything's possible. So we're going to see if we can take this Firestone Wilderness and see if we can sneak it into the final round.
Thanks. Now, will lane choice make any difference tonight? First 2 runs, left lane won. You won in the right lane.
Actually, I was kind of leery going into the right lane because both winds had come out of the left. Actually, I felt so comfortable in the right lane, I'd like to stay there all night. I think it has a little bit of an advantage.
Well, that'll be interesting to see how that lane choice plays out. I thought the left was going to be the way to go. He kind of liked it.
Well, the bike could change before it's all over with, too.
Well, we'll find out. Now, one of the other things that was really tricky, crowd having a great time here tonight inside the RCA Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana. USA Motorsports have brought the monster trucks and pro arena trucks to the City of Speed. We hope you're having a great time with us here on Motor Madness. And one of the new segments that has become a lot of fun with us this year is the Pamela Van Dorn segment. We're never really quite sure what we're going to get, but we're going to find out.
Pamela Van Dorn?
Pamela Van Dorn, you remember her? Let's go see what Pamela has for us.
I like this part.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Victoria Armburst, the wife of Rick Armburst, the number 29 truck. How long has Rick been racing?
He's been pro arena racing for about 4 years now.
Are you just scared to death when he's out there? Or is it real nerve-wracking, or has it gotten better over the past 4 years?
It's both. He's put a lot of effort into the roll cage and also put a lot of safety devices inside the truck, so he has a response switch that he can hit to kill it down if there's any trouble that goes on. I have a lot of faith in his work, but it still makes me nervous wreck when he goes out there, and I want him to do his best. And when parts break and things, and that kind of brings the moment down, but you know that we might get a second chance another race day.
Well, I know there's a lot of sacrifices that has to be made. What sacrifices do you have to make?
A lot of sleeping time gets sacrificed. We're out in the shop constantly. Even though I may be a woman, I don't know all of the mechanical aspects of the truck. I do try my best and go out there and help him as often as I can. Also with the driving, we'll try to make a race from Illinois to Denver, so a lot of sleep time is lost, and I get to help in that regard also.
Thank you very much, and good luck to you and your husband.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, if you're scoring at home, that's Pamela Van Dorn, number 3.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, as you said, you never know what you're going to get or who's going to show up. And I tell you what, Professor Mike, they all good-looking women.
I didn't notice, Dusty. I really didn't. I was trying to look at the truck in the background.
Of course.
You've been concentrating on what's next. Pro arena trucks,
right? Oh, yes, I love them.
That's what I thought. Well, here are the current standings. David Peplow leads it right now. He's got a 21-point lead over Jim Hopkins, but I don't think Hopkins is done with this yet.
Oh, no, there's no way. Any one of those guys, when you've got this close in points, you can't pick a leader. We've got a lot of racing left to go for the year, and the points right at this moment, you know, you want to be on top. it really doesn't make a lot of difference.
Well, and you can see the back half of the top 10 pretty tight as well. Now, Chris McCoy had the opportunity to give us a personalized lap and a look at this Indy track.
All right, here we go. Get yourself cinched down. You're going to go for a ride now. You got to give her some gas and get over that car. Stay on the ground. Coming in about a 3-foot hill onto a 2-foot. You can probably make the double, but then you got a 3-footer to negotiate. Now you got a big old flat area here to get turned on into this big sharp 3-footer. Get over that, then you got a nice little sharp turn here into this 2-footer. You got a little bit of area, get some speed up into these 7 whoops. They're gonna be rough. Your suspension's gonna have to be ready to go for this. Believe me, it's rough. Then you go down here, you got a nice little stretch here, but you got a really sharp left turn. It's gonna be hard to negotiate this bad boy. You got penalty stakes. I just about ain't gonna make it now. Look at that. Here we go into a big 4-foot monster hill Rusty built for us to get some serious air. Well, what do you think of that? How about that? TNN doing a great job for us.
I like it, Chris, and thanks for the compliment, too. Yeah, and I think Rusty has really built quite a course here tonight, Professor.
The course, the part of the track where he said looks like it's a real tight turn right towards the end before we went over the last car. After seeing that truck run the course, they had to come back and actually add about 4 foot of extra dirt on that so these guys can get around it. And it's still going to be a super, super tight course.
Well, here's our first competitor. Goes out of Memphis.
Played a little trick to wind up.
Look at that.
Shot right there.
He's
Here he comes.
flying that big orange pumpkin already, isn't he, Dream?
Yeah, he is. Good move right there. Oh, man.
That's a 454 Chevrolet. I saw parts fall out.
Look at that.
From underneath. And that's not going to be unusual.
There's a drive line hanging in the back.
The drive line looks like the back drive shaft. We can't see it from this vantage point, but it kicked out as it set there.
Chris McCoy said it. Those whoops are going to be tough. 7 straight buffs. And watch right here, Mike. Look at how he gets this thing going.
He's going to lose something right there, Ralph. Watch it come back. He's still okay.
That might have cracked it.
May have, but watch what happens when he gets around.
Yeah, right
Here's
here.
where we get, this is a bit different vantage point. Look how high the front end of the truck is. Now, right in this area is when you've got big problem because there's no rhythm to it. They're too high to get any kind of rhythm out of it.
Right there.
Yeah.
Kick the drive shaft, still going. Let's see.
Done.
There it is.
Yeah.
Kick the drive shaft out of the back of it.
That was fun to hang it off the bottom there. Man.
So Dan Sutter is done. While they pull him off, we'll wait for the next competitor to come to the line. That'll give us an opportunity to get a little more business done, so you won't miss any of the action from inside the packed house here in Indy. Well, it's not going to take us long to get another competitor up there, and it's going to be John Clower, who comes from Kentucky.
Yeah, he brought that right off the farm. I guarantee you.
I think
this one,
so.
Hey, Professor Mike, this one come right off the farm.
I could guess that there's probably been a little bit of tobacco hauled in the back of this. This looks like a tobacco truck.
Yeah, it might be a little something else hauled back up in them hills too in the back there. You
I
know what
can't imagine.
Libation.
Libation. Now I can imagine.
It's a 1980 Toyota 4-cylinder engine.
4-cylinder. Here you go.
This could be a good deal. It's a short truck. If he can get to the short turn, he should have an advantage on it. But oh, he's going so hard, and it is so hard on the truck.
Well, you know, with that 4-cylinder engine, he's not going to get going too fast to make any real big hits, you think?
No, I don't think so, Ralph. I think that this guy can get in trouble right in this wheel. See how high the truck gets, see how hard it's going into the ground. You're really going to have to back on. Now he's got some rhythm. He's doing well. This is going to be a very important part. Watch this turn, and let's see if he can be tight enough to get it out. See, there's the problem. That turn is so tight, we're going to see a lot of people backing up. I'm not going to say that backing up tonight will not be in the last 15 because it's very well made.
45-18.
But he got him time. You know what, Professor? He got him in time. And it was rough, but he got him in time. Hey, I'm excited, guys. You know what I just got?
What?
He's living up to me right here.
Oh, you got your Firestone Wilderness cap.
I like it.
I'm so proud. This is where he gets in trouble. You're going to have to go way to the outside to be able to swing the truck and get over the car. And this is where the problem's going to be all night long. And this is a short wheelbase truck. This isn't a long wheelbase truck.
There is some area left there where these guys can come a little bit wider, and I think they're going to have to do that. Now, this is one to keep an eye on. Here's Rick Armbrust. We met his wife earlier. Let's see what Rick can do all those sleepless nights.
This looks, watch the pole.
He didn't get him. Listen, he went over.
He's okay.
This was off the shoulder and the other one was right out the heels of Kentucky.
Now, let's see how he handles this rhythm section. This truck's set up a lot better than most of them. Still going, so now look how far he comes to the outside. That's what
Gotta do that.
What you've got to do to keep from backing up to get over this jump.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful. Now go for it.
Teddy Pro had a good time. You're good. Back it.
Nice run.
He turned the Ford truck loose.
There you go. That's a good time.
That is going to be a time to beat. You can be sure of that. Well, we already had our first competitor to get knocked out. Let's check in with Mr. Barton on that.
That's right. I got Dan Sutter down here. Boy, very tough run coming out of the chute there. What happened?
Well, pulling out, we've done a lot of work on the truck, and pulling out, I felt something that was wrong in the front end, so I had one of the guys unlock it. So I was running in two-wheel drive and just went for too much gas, and it landed and tore the rear drive shaft out of it.
Is the course that tough, or was it just a bad landing?
It's a bad landing. The set of 7 whoops over here is going to be real hard on the trucks.
Well, even Godzilla couldn't stay with him tonight.
Well, let's see if Bill Hubbard can. He's got a Toyota as well. This is an 88. It's only 144 cubic inches. Got electronic fuel injection with a 4-cylinder. Maybe.
I think it's all advantage tonight, and I think this truck's set up well, real well to handle this course.
There's a penalty.
Yeah, big one. Can't afford 5 seconds in this track tonight. Too tough. Let's see how he handles the big whoops. There's the jump. Now let's see if he can go for the gas. Oh, he did.
No! He just pogoed his way through there.
I'm going to tell you what, that was unbelievable. Got to back up here.
He's done.
Yeah, he's also got a penalty going for him, but I guarantee you, he's competing. He's taking a run at it right here. Gets the bear.
He grabbed the gear before he went off. 33.46, tacked on about 5 seconds of that. 38.46 is about what he's going to be.
I don't think I've ever seen a truck go straight up.
Well, there he is, ready to go. Now watch what happens to him. He comes in this first corner. He's going to go too tight and nail that right there.
Oh, wrong pole. We got that one right there on the side. They can't do that. That's 5-second penalty. It looks good through this portion, but too late for that.
Well, the guy that came all the way from Texas, Ron Willis, is bringing the big Dodge to the party tonight.
Let's go, Big Ron.
Is that going to take him to the pay window?
We're going to see if he gets to the pay window right here on Motor Madness. You know what, Professor? You told me earlier tonight, see, I get all this info from the professor because nobody's a trackonology like he does. Nobody laid that down like he does. And he told me this track was going to be rough, but he said the win was going to come with the guys that can dominate the whooping. So the whoopings, there's 7 of them. You got to dominate. Right or wrong, Professor?
This is correct. You're going to have to handle the whooping.
See, I was writing it down.
Trackonology.
Yes.
You're an expert, by the way.
Uh-oh, here you go.
Yeah. 340 cubic inches of Dodge and the beating.
Man.
You came to Fort Arthur, Texas. You're not going to back up for anyone.
This one better be built ramped up.
So far, it's ramped up. It's showing
All right, here we go. Whooping. Marty.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
Pretty good.
There you go. There you go.
Now you got to run.
That is a great job.
Way over the right side. He needs this without backing up. And he's slowed down enough. I think he can make it.
Come on,
Go on with it. Go on. You can do it. You did it.
Give him a little air. Air what? Air it.
He didn't know where to go. He missed the jump.
They didn't tell him. They didn't give him a map.
He missed the jump.
That's not fair. They didn't give him a map. They did not give him a map when he got here. Professor, what happened?
Misses the jump. We're going to have to get a ruling on it. I don't know whether they'll add 5 seconds penalty to him or DQ him. But watch what happens. Right in here, he's trying to make a decision. Do I go around this? No, I've got to go back through. No, I changed my mind. I'm going to go to the outside. And
yeah, look at here.
Watch right in here.
He didn't know where to go.
He
Where do I
doesn't
go?
know where to go. 1,200 miles.
And not knowing where to go.
Yeah, but they did not tell him. They could have given him a map.
He found his way to Indy. He just couldn't find his way around the course.
He made the whoops.
Did the whoopies well. good through the whoopies.
He was good.
We'll be back.
Whoa! We got a big problem for the executioner.
And that is a beautiful.
Oh, standing on a nose.
Oh, it's up.
Oh, look out, look out, look out. Oh, and Roy Fisher took her over on her side.
Does it?
Mike, keep it digging. Can you believe this?
No, I can't. And I was even there to see it all live and in person. I had to buy the tape myself just so I could watch it over and over and over again. If you like monster trucks and pro arenas, this is the tape for you. Call 1-800-7771-3666. Send them $15.99 plus $4 for shipping and handling, and we'll get you through the wintertime with great monster trucks and pro arena trucks. Well, we're ready to get some more action for next year's tape. We got Don Williams set to go. This is a Bronco. It's an 83.
There you go.
This gentleman has really made a lot of progress this year. He runs a Jasper engine and transmission. Look at the way he's going. He's flying. He is on his way. Valley Speed Shop, what he told me, was working on this truck and the Jasper engine and transmission from right here. We're watching him come down this side. We're looking out of the truck that's pulling to the line. He's working on the whoop.
Yeah.
Getting over the whoop.
Now he's got it right. Now he's got to head her home now.
Tight turn, go on.
Oh, he made it.
Here you go. He knows where to go.
Little man, baby. Yes, sir.
34.05. Boy, that's going to be strong.
Well, we're having fun here. I guarantee you. I hope Dave Burns down in Miami is doing the right thing and not having too much fun. You know, it makes me think of that.
Now watch Williams. Boy, he gave it all the gas going to that big jump. No problem for him to find it.
Turns her head loose, let her head to the corral. Look at that. Beautiful job.
Turn one?
Turn his head loose and headed for the corral. I understood it. That's an Oklahoma, Texas slang.
That's what I get for growing up in California.
Yeah, it's like hold her head up, keep her between the lines, don't let her get out of whack.
Well, now Billy McCoy behind the wheel of the concoction truck. This little Chevy with a V6 engine in it. This truck's been getting better and better.
They're doing a lot of good things with this car. Transport is helping them. Postage Pit Stop, National Spring, Lonnie and Matt, the pit crew. They said to mention all that for carrying the camera tonight. That's what they're doing. They've been around this course. They know how tough it is. The brother went around it earlier. Look at the suspension taking a beating. But I tell you what, the Chevrolet's going tonight. The little V10's the right setup. If he can get her over this car, he's got to get it out here wide. If he can do it, he's going to clear the pole. He's on that trap gear. Go for the hole in it.
He got it.
Oh, he almost endoed right into it.
He got it, guy. Nice time.
What a great time. 31:47.
Brand new leader.
Oh, right to the top of the leaderboard. What a great run in the concoction truck. Let's go on board and just listen.
He's on that trap gear. Go for the hole.
You can see his hands coming right out the steering wheel.
Wow, that hurts me real bad. He was fast.
Sean Loader out of Davenport, Iowa, brought his 91 Ford Ranger to Indy.
We've seen this truck run before. I believe we saw this truck in Iowa.
Yep, Des Moines.
Yes, I remember Des Moines. My toes are still cold.
Yeah, I know you still talk about it.
It'll go down in history, I promise you, the coldest this old man's been. Looks good right now. He getting around the course real good. The truck is handling exceptionally well. Now we go to the tattletale part of the course. Right here. Oh, and they're learning to back off of it. The suspension on this truck is soft. Look out. Oh, yeah, over it well.
It almost spit his tires right out.
Now he's got a quick turn here. Look at this, Dusty. Can he make the turn?
Yeah, I don't know. Gonna be a little wide now. Head her home.
Yes.
Head her home right here now. Might be in there.
He's not far off. 34:39. That could be good enough to get him into the quick 15. Let's go down to Fred Bartson.
Bill McCoy's got the in-car camera there. Boy, you wanted to impress tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, we want to win this race tonight. We're tired of all these Broncos winning.
we're just going to come down here and try to lay a couple good times down that first pass and hope it holds for that top 15. No, we did a lot of work on the truck, and we got a lot of good people helping us out. National Spring, Star Trucking, Postings Pit Stop. The truck's going to do really good tonight. That pass is just to get a feel for the track, and I got a pretty good feel for it, so now I know what I can do the second time back.
That's Bill McCoy in first place.
Well, I guarantee you this boy right here is going to give it everything he's got.
Has he ever let off? That's all I want to know. Have you ever seen him when he's not wide open? This thing absolutely has got to be built like a tank.
I tell you what, he's got his foot pressed as far down as you can get it.
He will not float through the bumps. I guarantee you when he comes to the whoops, he's going for it. Here he comes.
Watch this, guys.
Oh, man.
No, there's pieces.
Look at it flopping under the bottom.
Yeah.
That's the rear drive shaft is history.
Yeah. Plunder hanging. Hanging plunder.
Not surprised by that, I don't think, huh?
What did you say? You said he's going to let it all hang out?
Yeah, he let it all.
hanging out on the bottom.
It's hanging all over the bottom of it.
Not surprised. No fault of his, he's just very aggressive.
Well, and that's the way you drive. This big truck now kicks the front end. Now we saw sparks right in that area, and I think at that point, see, there's the drive shaft coming out of it. And you can still see the drive shaft flopping around on the bottom of it. There it is, raising its ugly head.
What is raising its ugly head?
The drive shaft. Wasn't talking to you.
We ain't talking about Dave Burns down there about to raise his ugly head in Miami.
He worries me. I don't think he's doing what he should be doing.
Well, worrying me too.
Good crowd here tonight inside the RCA Dome. This is the home of the NFL's Indianapolis Colts. And tonight it's the playground for Mark Bontrager and Barney, they call him.
Well, this is a beautiful truck. I mean, the graphics are great. The colors are beautiful. His inspection sticker's right with TNN Motorsports.
Shark wheelbase. Shark wheelbase or not, Professor?
You're catching on, Dusty. That's the way you want to be.
96 Bronco.
He is going for it. This truck looks great, but now we go to the part of the course we'll find out exactly how great it is.
Oh, man, he carried the rear wheels all the way through.
He attacked that.
He's still there. This guy is going for it. He's got everything working. If you got a time, you got a time.
Oh, boy, he's on it.
Here we go.
Come on down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mom. 30:53. That is your new quick time.
Call him now, baby. Mama's coming home.
You know, it's one thing to go fast.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to go fast and look good. And
he did that too. That's
Look
like
at him carry those rear wheels.
Well, and it may have been a good thing at that point that the rear wheels weren't on the ground and get traction, because when that happens, it'll kick the drive shaft out of it a lot of times.
Oh,
look at this. This is beautiful. Dusty, watch out.
Yeah.
Here we go.
A lot of air, and that's what needs to be done right there. Well, them wheels take a beating, don't they, Professor? Professor, did them wheels take a beating?
They definitely take a beating.
I'm going to tell you what. The Jeep.
This could hurt. This little short wheelbase, short coupled, hard suspension V8 truck could hurt. He could win, but that doesn't mean it won't hurt. All over the course. Did a very respectful job. Now let's see how he handles the whoops coming up.
Should be good in the turns, huh?
Yeah, did well, but he's going to be smart and just nurse it over it. He already
hit it.
Well, it didn't go down, though.
What do you mean didn't go down? It's laying half down.
That's all right. It's not on the ground.
Well, he needs to get it around right here. 2 cautions for me. One thought is 2 cautions for me.
Oh, this is going to...
He's no dummy.
No, he thought he was going to, and then he had better thoughts.
He's got all his stuff still hanging intact on that car, but you can't be cautious and win a championship, can you?
Got all of his eggs in one basket and didn't break any eggs, so he's not a winner tonight.
You gotta break them sometime.
Well, we got a new leader, Fred Parson, standing by with him.
That's right, boy. It's a beautiful truck and a beautiful run. That, of course, didn't look like it posed any problems for you.
It was fun. It was challenging.
That was a beautiful flight you had there at the end. Did you plan that? Just gas it and go?
Yep.
Great.
I've been sitting there trying to plan how I was going to make it through there, and worked out pretty well.
What are your plans for the next round?
Try to keep it between the stakes and stay on top again.
Great. Thanks, Barney.
Thank you.
All right, Fred. Bill Bowman ready to go.
Sheehan. Is his name really Barney?
Yeah, what's his nickname, Greg?
Barney. I got you.
I love this little Suzuki.
I like the lights on.
I got a couple of friends at home that's got Suzukis, and they swear by them. They think they're more fun than you should be allowed to have.
Well, he's having some fun out here right now. Getting ready to have a lot of fun now.
Rick Hodges and his son have a blast with theirs. Watch this. Dancing on top of them. Just right wheelbase. We've seen some fast Suzukis over the past few weeks.
I'll tell you what, we got down here, boys. We
Put it
got
on,
down here.
put it on, put it on.
Woo! 32-21. That'll bring him back.
You know, he could shave off 2 or 3 seconds off that run.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He did a great job in the back whoops. Watch this.
Well, what happens, he gets the rhythm right, and he's just catching the top of the whoop. See that? And it's not going down in the valleys in between. I'm talking with my hands, and it doesn't show. They don't go down in the valleys in between, and he just runs the top of it well.
In Supercross racing, it's called flying the whoops.
Flying the whoops is
Flying
what
the
he
whoop.
did.
Flying the whoops, staying right on top of them.
Could it
Well,
be his night?
And in real life, you get home late at night, and you're trying to explain, and she keeps saying, whoops, whoops. That's a little different.
Yeah, no,
It's a different kind of
completely.
whoop.
I'm familiar with that. And
Where's that lipstick from? Whoops.
whoops.
Y'all crazy.
This is a guy who is way overdue. The 1997 champ. Joe Brozovic and his Bronco.
Whoops.
Yeah, there's a whoops.
There's a whoops.
Little Suzuki struggling.
But with that truck, they might be able to take a paper clip and make a drive shaft.
I like that.
Here's Joe. Is this going to be Joe's track? Well, he did that well, and he did that better.
Yeah, another short wheelbase, too.
And he did that great. Now let's see. He could really run the whoops, and he will.
He can fly it.
If he could just get on the throttle hard enough to work them all.
Great job through there.
Now he needs to hammer it hard. Swing the back end of it out. Show some Kinzer in there. We're
Oh, he went right over the marker. What's that going to do?
Oh, man. Right on the board. Look at that. 28.82. What marker did he go over?
He went over a marker on the last corner. He rolled over it. I don't know. What do you think, Professor?
Didn't go down that I can see from here.
Sounds like he's our new leader.
Well, let's see what happens, Ralph. Now this is coming out of the whoops. He's going to swing back this way. Oh, and he's got the wheel cranked hard. He looks clean. Looks clean to me, and Joe is going to go. Beautiful landing.
Good job.
28.82.
Well, Ralph Shaheen said he was due, and brother, he might be collecting at the pay window tonight.
That's like riding home for 10 and getting 20.
Washington, Illinois is the home of this 72 Ford.
John Deere green.
John Deere everything.
John Deere green, John Deere yellow.
There he goes.
Ooh, does this guy go for it?
Yeah, he stepped on it. Stand on it.
He's inspired by Brozovic.
And it did him well. Now let's see how he handles the whoop. Go.
Oh, that hurts.
Missed the rhythm. Missed the rhythm on it.
He's got to keep it going. Don't get him in time here. He needs to get in that 15.
Saved it back. Kicks it hard out on the outside. He's going to make the jump all right. Going to go for the finish line.
Time. Yeah.
Yes. 30.86. Very respectable.
Tell you what, he's right up in there.
Well, Joe Brozovic took over the top time, and Fred Barton's got Brozo.
Thanks, Ralph. Joe Brozovic pulling. Got the run.
First of all, I have to thank everybody in Indianapolis. This is my sweet hometown after Joliet. My Ford Bronco, BF Goodrich Auto Meter, Rockdale Automotive sponsored, held together. I'm just going nuts tonight. I don't care. I'm out here for the people, put on a good show, and people at home too.
Well, you're a full second ahead. What are you going to do the second round?
Maybe drink a Coke, grab a hot dog out of the stands.
He's a wild man.
Obviously a hungry man as well.
He's the big old boy.
Well, the Broncos came to play tonight. They might be the ones to beat.
Yeah.
Stay with us to find out. The RCA Dome is where we are at tonight. Indianapolis, Indiana. USA Motorsports and their Monster Truck Challenge have invaded the city of speed, and we're set to go more pro arena trucks. Kevin Graham out of Joliet, Illinois, is ready to tackle the course with a 79 CJ7.
Beautiful poster.
Let me ask you a question, Professor Mike. Clue me in on this. We've seen a CJ5, right?
Yes.
CJ7. Which one? You know, where are we leaning here? Which got the best thing going for him? Well, you know, horsepower or whatever it is.
I think the 5 would be the thing to do, because the 7's a little longer, but the suspension on both these trucks are real stiff, and it's not the thing to have tonight. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. The tire. He got an extra tire. Somebody hit him with a tire. They throw the tire out of the stands and it's stuck on the back of his car.
No, Dusty, it's just a spare. Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? That's going to shift the weight around on him.
It's definitely going to shift it. And it's not going to make it.
I'm telling you guys, that tire wasn't on there when it passed.
Oh, okay. We'll just let him go, Ralph.
Was it? Now, Ralph, was the tire? Did you see it, Ralph?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now let's take a look, Dusty. If you look right there is the tire.
No, that's the dirt behind it.
No,
now you're going to see a fan, a big old boy, see, throwed it. See him right up there by the exit sign. And it's stuck right in the back of the car.
Dusty,
what?
Are you watching?
Am I crazy?
Are you watching the same TV tapes that we're watching?
Yeah, I'm watching this right over here on my monitor.
This has been in there since he left.
Boy, what a pretty truck this is coming out. Who is this now? This thing is clean as a Safeway chicken.
Clean as a what?
Safeway chicken.
Safeway chicken.
And that's clean.
Yeah. Look at this. Is that clean?
That is very pretty.
That is pretty.
Yeah, this is Randall Harlan out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Did we see him in Tacoma?
No.
No, we saw him in a couple of the other spots earlier this year. Yeah. I believe he was in Minnesota with us. Des Moines, was he not?
Believe so. This is an all fiberglass truck. Motor sets in the original position, 351 Ford in it, as it should be with a Ford truck. Now he takes off at an angle, and that's for a reason. To get him over the sides a little easier. He hammers that big Ford motor hard. No mercy.
A lot of pickup in this truck.
It's got the quick response on the throttle.
There you go, though.
Beautiful. That's the way you want to do it.
Just the best yet.
Yeah, turn it in there, big man.
Oh, and he got completely off on the pavement, and it wouldn't stop. That's what ruined that for him.
Yeah, that was a major run going on.
Look at the clock just ticking away. He can't get into gear.
He got off of the dirt onto this polished concrete.
He still might make the Fast 15.
Very possible.
Wow.
39, 96.
It'll be a shame if he doesn't come back, because he really had it going except for that last corner.
You know what, Ralph? I believe he'd have a good opportunity to be right up there in the top 5.
He locks him up in here, Mike.
But what happens? He gets over on this slick concrete. This is polished concrete. See how slick it is over here? Now watch what happens when he gets over there. See the tire locks up, but the truck won't turn. The tires are turned this direction, but the truck won't move because the concrete is so slick. Well, when that happens, he's way down too far, and he just can't make the turn to get back into his position. And then there's no gear to find.
Victor Anderson hoping to have a better run in his Ford Bronco. Well, Bronco's been the vehicle of choice tonight.
Now, I want to advise Dusty at this point, there is a spare tire in the back of his truck, Dusty.
You know what? I see that.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Good Lord, have mercy.
Up and over goes Victor Anderson.
Well, he comes out of the truck.
He's moving. He's moving.
The USA Motorsports safety crew's right on the scene. He is moving around in the truck.
I got to get the net down from the side for him. Here he comes out.
Unbelievable. That's motor madness right there.
Look at the double neck rolls, and I guarantee you that came into play to help him get out.
Very smart move on you. Don't you think, Ralph? That's really good.
One of the smartest things I've seen so far in this series. We've talked about that before, that they need to do that.
There you go, guys.
Watch this.
Look at his neck. He's really got it braced up well, but watch what happens when the nose comes down way too soon.
Wow.
Lots of gas, then a lot of air, but the nose will come down too quick. It noses over. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, look at his head go all the way into the steering wheel.
Whoa. It's too late, and that's gonna. I'm thinking that they're not gonna be able to straighten that out maybe at home.
Watch this. His head goes all the way up to the steering wheel almost.
And that's why we've got a full-face helmet.
Well, you see him right here now.
Watch right here, Dream. Watch his head. Right up to the steering wheel.
Wow, unbelievable. That's the madness of Motor Madness, boys. Walked away from it, too.
That's the other reason why you and I have talked about 5-point harnesses and how important they are in these trucks.
Exactly, Ralph.
You need that extra support in there, Dream, to keep you in the seat instead of face planting into the steering wheel.
I sure agree with you about that, I guarantee you.
Well, he's smiling.
Well, yeah, he's happy to be out there, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
I'd be happy to get out there.
Wow. Victor Anderson out of that Ford Bronco. Victor, meet your steering wheel.
Thank you.
To the arena floor. We'll be back. Well, we've been having quite the party here tonight in Indianapolis. We've had some wild excitement. Guys flipping their trucks in the pro arena trucks. It's been a great time. While we've been partying in the booth, Pamela's been partying in the pits. Let's check in with Pamela Van Doren.
Pamela Van Doren here in the party in the pits. And, well, right now we're kind of having just a little personal party. I'm just showing Fred here a little bit about this game we call checkers. So, Fred, is this your first time playing checkers?
Well, it's not my first time, but I must say it's been a while.
Well, listen, don't worry about that, because I'm going to talk you through it, okay? All right. Well, now, the first thing that you should know about checkers is that it's really a game that combines subtleties with aggressive movements. You start off kind of slow, kind of just like moving it just at the right angle, just like this, you know.
Okay.
You want to try that? Yeah, let me just show you the difference. So, just like, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. That's great. Do you feel the difference there?
I see, yeah. So what's the object of the game? What are my moves?
Well, first of all, you should know positioning is everything. But the thing to remember is that checkers is not about the destination. It's about the journey.
I see. So I can just maybe slam it home here.
Well, no. You really want to start off a little slower than that. Just like, you know, feel this here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh. So maybe slow is better.
There you go. Slow is better. Start
I see.
slow. We build to that.
I see. Well, things get pretty hot down here in the pits. Just relaxing game of checkers. Now,
yep. Checkers.
Wow. I will tell you what, I don't know if Fred really gets the gist of the game.
And another Pamela as well. That was Pamela number 1.
Yes.
By the way. Well, let's check in with Fred to see if he's cooled down at all. He's probably got a hot competitor.
I do have a hot competitor, Ralph. I have a diversion here, which is racing. There's a lot of madness going on out there, and you just saw a little bit of it. Victor Anderson, on your nose and over. What happened?
Well, I think I hit her just a little bit too fast, but I'd have to see it on TV first to kind of get a better idea. But I think I hit her just a little too fast.
Well, plenty of people are going to see it on TV. How you feeling?
Maybe not fast enough.
Now, how's the truck? Is it hopeless?
No, it needs just a little bit of work on the roll bar, but little body work should be all right.
All right, that's Victor Anderson talking kind of slow. Might have got a little headbang there.
Yeah, and when Victor takes a look at it when he gets home, he's going to realize it's a lot of body work, not a little.
Here we go, guys. Got another one up.
Rick Marlowe calls Indianapolis home.
Toyota working for you.
Going to give it a rural here.
Doing a pretty good job. I think he made it, well, he was doing a pretty good job.
He broke.
Already. Done.
Call the front end loader. No, we've got power.
Yeah.
Must have popped out of gear, Mike?
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Doubt if he's going to make the fast 15 because he knows it's over with. There's no need of torturing the truck or his pocketbook at this time. Just ease it on home.
Yeah, wants to finish though. You know what I mean? He came to compete, guys, and he wants to finish this thing.
And everyone wants to compete. He
might give us a run here. Just see if he gets in the air here. Just for everybody to stand up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
That looked good.
Oh yeah, and some of the fans here tonight enjoying the action in Indianapolis. Let's see if we can take a look at where he got into trouble, where it kicked out of gear on him.
Actually, over the jump pretty well, and then I really think that's what happened, Ralph. Good call. I believe it just popped out of gear, and we finally found that he could go again.
If this is the first time you've seen Pro Arena trucks, remember, as you watch Daniel Tupfer get himself in a position here, we run everybody once. We get the 15 fastest times, bring them all back. They get another crack at the course. The fastest pass out of those 2 sessions, whichever session came in, is the overall winner.
Boy, he is going well. This truck handles it. It's like it's definitely raced before.
Looks like Parnelli Jones' old
Baja racer, doesn't it?
Trying to get over the whoops right here, Baron Park. Slow it way down, guys.
I didn't think he would do it that way as aggressive as he was off the starting line.
Yeah, and he got a bunch of boos from the crowd for doing that, too.
Now you're going to make the swing. Oh, no, he didn't make it. +5, whatever happened.
He did that, though.
Yeah, got some good air.
So that'll be about 39.90 there.
Oh, Ralph, get that computer out of your head. Boy, you hit that right on the noggin. Nice.
Yeah, I almost had it.
You wasn't even close. You didn't even jump. Me and you were still counting on our fingers.
I was up
when
to the thumb.
Gave the public what was happening.
That's that college education showing
That's
up
right,
on him.
California State University, Chico. Go Wildcats.
Chico?
Chico. Chico State, baby.
Oh, I'm so proud for you, Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm,
Wildcats.
Go Wildcats. Yay, team. Hi.
Professor Mike went to the School of Hard Knocks.
Yes, he did. Jeff Haddon going to give it a run. He's going to get some hard bumps and bruises here.
Stretched wheelbase Jeep. Let's see how this all works out. He's added about 6 inches to the wheelbase on this truck.
You can really tell, too.
He's going to add about 6 inches to the length of his neck and being careful.
He's also added coil springs and got rid of the leaf.
Man!
He got to fire back up, though.
Still going. Oh, he's changed.
Jeff looks like a bobblehead doll, in the back of the car. Walking around back there.
Yes,
just
I do.
He's got a good seat right there. You can see everything that goes on.
Jeff, I appreciate the effort, I can tell you that.
Nice looking shirt.
Hey, 55-21 for 15th. He's not done yet, guys.
No, he needs to start it and go to the finish line.
Oh, it's dead. He was one short straightaway away. Whoa, what a shame. Here he is, Mike.
Well, when he gets into the whoop, this thing reminds me, look at that, like a basket. We're in Indiana.
Man, look at that.
We're in Indiana. It's got to be a basketball.
No, you know what that looked like? It looked like, you see the lowriders that put all the hydraulics in the cars?
Yeah,
and they
just
dance?
jump up and down.
It looked like he was doing that on purpose almost, hydraulically making it dance.
Out at Chico State.
Yeah, he was, Ralph.
Chino State.
Yeah.
Chino State, where they danced the hydraulics.
Yeah.
Fred, help me.
Dusty, just play along with him.
Let's go to Fred.
Yeah, sure.
Fred.
Well, we talked to Ron Rillis at the top of the show about driving all the way from Port Arthur. Ron, that's a long way to come. You lost your way on the course. What happened there?
Well, I was concentrating on the tight turn there, and when I turned, when I looked up, I saw the cameraman, and why I went for him, I do not know. But nobody's sicker than us.
That's sad. Well, at least you got the Dodge Ram on the air on TNN.
Yeah, at least we didn't break.
Oh, well, tough break for him. But the Dodge folks are not done yet. Now, Dream, as tough as this course is, I'm not sure I want to bring such a truck out here.
This came, his wife don't know that he's out here with this thing.
Neither does the dealer that has the warranty. Look at the front bumper. It's gone
already.
This is under warranty, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is brand new. This is brand new.
It's still got that smell on the inside of it.
Yeah. It's going to smell all right.
Ralph.
A lot of burnt parts.
I ain't going there.
Look at the bumpers falling off.
Oh, well, that's just a $600 option. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You know what? This is the checker playing truck.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, he's got, I'm going to tell you what. He's going to be in the hook.
Listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd.
Somebody give me a baseball bat.
Listen to the crowd. Take the pit bull part off on the truck. If you're going to roll over like that, I think you got to take all your pit bull stickers off.
Hey.
Listen to this crowd. Now take a listen. Just listen.
They're ready to give us some abuse.
Ouch. Oh, there you go. If you got a 1996 Dodge laying around at home and you need a spare bumper, there's one. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
He was probably planning on going for a cruise in that on Sunday, huh? Hey, you know what? If you like what you've seen with USA Motorsports, check them out when they come to your neighborhood. Well, it's time to rumble your ears, dear. Covering them up. She's ready. She's screaming. She wants monster trucks. And they're set to go. Here's a look at the brackets of the way they're going to break down here. Samson and Bigfoot, that's going to be a good one. Firestone Wilderness up against Executioner. Dreams all set. He's got his new Firestone Wilderness hat.
I'm telling you, I'm ready. This is going to be exciting right here on Motor Madness.
They're already getting staged.
Write that number down because that number is all the monster truck information. It's $1.99 for the first minute and only 99 cents for every minute thereafter. If you're less than 18 years of age, you got to have parental permission to do that.
Can't call.
And write the number down. It's a great call. Tells you all the monster truck stuff, all the pro arena, point standings, all that good stuff.
This is a big game right here, brother. This is a big play going on right here.
The big biceps on the bottom of the screen, of course, belong to this truck, Samson.
There's the Hemi.
And Patrick going up against Bigfoot. Now, we've only seen one truck win out of that right lane where Samson's at. That was Wilderness.
Exactly.
Bigfoot won already out of the same lane he's in.
Both of these trucks are state-of-the-art monster trucks. And this is close. They're tied at this point. Who's going to get around the turn?
The turns are going to make the difference here.
Patrick's around well. Bigfoot's out front, but he's way over to the side. It's not over with. We're going to go to the finish line side by side.
Oh, Bigfoot wins.
Oh, man.
Bigfoot puts Samson away. Look at Samson's got body damage.
Man.
Looks like he lost a calf muscle.
Yeah, the foot went to hunt, brother. That dog a hunt right there. Wow.
Now watch the turns. They're the key.
Tight turns on both of them. But Bigfoot's in trouble over on this side. He's not getting any traction. He's working some whoops, trying to keep one on the side. But right here's where he wins it. He makes the turn so close. And he's a truck out in the lead of Samson at that time, and you're just not going to catch him.
Yeah.
Boy, putting away Dan Patrick is tough duty.
Yeah, what power.
Anywhere you can beat Samson, it's tough.
Man, that was, I want to tell you what, that was breathtaking.
Dan Patrick working inside of Samson right now. He's going to bring it back to the pit area. He's got some body work to do. Don't forget, we've got side-by-side drag racing as well tonight.
He'll be all right. It won't take much to fix it. Let's, getting unseated. There's one of our famous fans.
All right, we're getting ready to light him up now, boys.
Well, if you thought Bigfoot was good, Wilderness going right back to the same lane that he won out of before, but this is the lane Patrick just lost in.
I really don't think the lanes at this particular time have an advantage or a disadvantage. I see traction on both lanes. I see good bite off both of them. I personally would like to be in the right-hand lane because in the left-hand lane, there is a jump down there on that side.
Yeah, there's only one, as we said, though. Firestone is the only one out of 4 guys that went out of that lane that brought home a victory right there. Oh, yeah. Talk to him, baby. Talk to him.
Executioner was the fast loser. So that's how he comes back out. Now he gets a fast lane. That could be a big break for him. And I'll tell you what else could be great. What if Wilderness wins this? He likes that other lane. Foot would get the lane that he likes. They both would be happy. Oh, boy, what a battle we could have in the finals of the obstacle course.
I love for people to be happy, especially monster truck drivers. There's no excuses for losing when you're happy.
That's right.
When you get each lane that you like, you go to the line, heads up. This is fun. There is a great crowd here.
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you what.
Great crowd.
Unbelievable.
It's a good crowd all the way up into the rafters here tonight. Join the action.
All right.
Rattling your teeth.
Somebody pick a favorite.
Boy, this will make your feelings shake, won't it? 2 blown alcohol motors. Oh, yeah. They're close. The Firestone just covers him up in that flat area before the car.
Boy, he just picked up the left front all the way around that turn.
Look at this kid. He knows how to handle the truck, and he's showing off.
Oh, yeah, go with it, go with it, go with it. Yes, sir. All right, get to that pay window, baby. Come on. One step closer.
Man.
Eric is from this part, and he's got a lot of family here. He's going to show a win if there's any way possible.
I'll tell you what, Wilderness and Bigfoot are going to go up against each other. This is going to be an awesome final.
Look how he's using the rear steering on this truck. Dusty talked about the rear steering. Yeah. That's the way you get around the course. You use that left one hand to drive with, one hand to control the steering, and now they're working again down in this area. That's where they're cutting these corners very close. And these guys are doing a super job of driving these trucks. They're just outstanding tonight. They're all on fire with it.
Eric stood on it, brother. You talk about standing on it. He stood on it.
Let's go down to Fred Bartson.
Well, I got one of the legends of monster truck racing, Jim with the Bigfoot organization. Jim, you're one of the original monster truck drivers. If you were, if they had this kind of technology back when you were driving, would you still be driving?
Oh, yes. These trucks, as you can see, they land much better. You know, there's not as much jarring to the driver. They get over the humps, and the moguls a lot better. You can air these babies out, hit the ground, and it absorbs the shock. It does not put it into the driver's body.
What kind of advice do you have for Eric Tack?
Run hard, run fast, watch the corner. The ground is so tacky, you have to really watch it. And over the moguls, don't hit the moguls with your left tires, and it wants to suck you in toward the cars. That's just where you don't want to be. You want to be to the right side of the track to make the sharp corner.
There you hear it from a legend.
Hey, Dream, I think he wants to get back in the cockpit.
I have no doubt. I've seen legendary guys like him in my industry of pro wrestling, and I guarantee you there's a lot of them. When they get and feel the smoke and smell the popcorn and hear the crowd and the roar of the engines, they just want, their mind wants to get in there, but the body just won't go with it sometimes. You know what I mean? Too many bumps and bruises.
Is that the way you feel, Dream?
I feel just exactly like that. But my bumps and bruises is, you know, hanging out with you, you know.
Well, speaking of bumps and bruises.
I'm talking about Professor, too, you know.
Well, I was going to say, you know, earlier tonight in our dinner before we came out here
Which
tonight,
was a great dinner.
Oh, it was an excellent dinner, of course. And
tell it on him.
Professor, you did something that I just never saw in California. You took a chocolate chip cookie and put salami on top of it and ate it down. What was that all about?
Well,
that was an Oklahoma thing.
An Oklahoma thing?
Yeah, salami and chocolate chip cookies go together. There's a lot of people.
That's an Oklahoma thing is what it is.
I'm telling you, Dusty,
Let's go with it. And we'll what?
There's a lot of people that eat salami and chocolate chip cookies.
What do you do, like turkey on oatmeal?
Ralph, name one beside yourself. Not with the immediate family. Name one.
Well, let's get back to racing.
That's what I figured.
Would you do turkey on oatmeal?
No, turkey never on oatmeal. Never. Bologna on oatmeal. Never turkey.
Bologna. Pastrami possibly on like peanut butter?
Yes. pastrami on peanut butter is fabulous.
All right, guys, I'm
Folks, I'm
tell
not
you.
kidding. He really did this. Salami on a chocolate chip. Did you see it, Dream? I'm not lying, am I?
No, I was there. And you know what? He liked it.
Loved it. Looked at us like we were crazy.
You two gentlemen have led a show.
Here we go. Look out. Oh! This is the final.
Oh, yeah.
We've had 2 leaders, and we haven't gone half the racetrack yet.
Oh, put that away.
Put him away.
Put it out of control. Look out.
Yo, man. No.
Wilderness hit a pole, didn't he?
Yes. Right front tire took down a pole.
That was one of the best monster truck races I think I've ever seen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bigfoot gets the win, we're told, because Wilderness hit the pole.
But look how close they are when they swing for them.
Oh, man.
Now,
I thought Foot was going off here.
Now, they get around, both of them get around well.
Yeah, watch this right here, though, man.
Watch the finish line. Watch the finish line right there.
Yeah, Wilderness got it, man.
Well, we're going to wait on an official word. He took down the pole, but the pole is not considered to be an obstacle at the finish line.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
There you go.
All right, so the USA officials have corrected the score. They've looked at the replay, and they've taken them to the replay, to the window. You're right. The replay pay window, somewhere. They're taking them somewhere. I'm taking them a break.
I was so excited, man. That pole jumped out his way. Should have been there in the first place.
What a great
Move that pole! Move that pole!
Welcome back to the RCA Dome, Indianapolis, Indiana. The city of speed tonight, a principality of power. As the USA Motorsports Monster Truck Challenge rolls on this Friday night. Ralph Shaheen, along with the Professor of Truckology, Mike Galloway, and the Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And we're having a big time here tonight. We hope you are too, enjoying this great action inside the Dome tonight. And, you know, we've had some pretty wild stuff going on as well.
Yeah, it's been great action, but everything going on in Miami and the Dave Burns situation and girls and people saying, I love you, and we're seeing all these things that are happening down there don't set well with me in the Katie House situation. But as far as the racing has been going, it's been a blockbuster night for Motor Madness, I'm telling you.
It has been one of the best pro arena truck / monster truck events I think we've seen in the couple of years you and I have been doing these together.
Hasn't this been wonderful? I mean, almost every race is right to the finish line. All kinds of excitement, all kinds of action. It's been fabulous, Ralph.
Well, let's take a look at our Maylocks minute so we can show you some of the wildness. You're just tuning in. Here's what you've missed. This was the first pro arena truck of the night. Watch the differential snap on this one.
We're going to kick some parts out the bottom on this Maylocks minute, right there in the back.
This poor guy just missed a jump.
As Dusty says, he didn't have a map.
No.
Took a wild ride, though, through the whoops, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a good time going for himself, too, but he couldn't finish because he didn't know where to go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, here it is. Take a look at this, guys.
I thought this one was coming.
Watch his head hit the steering wheel.
Oh, over on top.
The Maylocks.
Anytime you put one of these on a course like this, it means headache, doesn't it?
It does mean high-flying headaches. Here we go.
Wow.
And he's on the brake lights. Now it's going to get a little...
Yeah, that's the guy that somebody threw the tire and hit him in the back.
You will not see a monster truck finish better than this one.
As good a race as we've ever seen.
Yeah, that's my man right there. Firestone took it home.
The red truck Firestone Wilderness took the win, and it was exciting. And that's just the obstacle course. We've still got the track racing
Gentlemen,
to go.
I've been critiquing your performance here. You got to start. You got to have some more energy. Bring up the energy level. Need more professionalism from all of you. You got to start looking a lot sharper. Cohesive unit. That's what we're looking for. All right. A cohesive unit. Do you understand what teamwork's all about?
Yeah, let me tell you something. If you don't get out of here, I'm gonna show you some cohesive unit. You know what I'm talking about?
This is motor madness, not motor blandness, okay? Just do it.
Don't you be pointing your finger at me. You'll be eating it for supper, whoever you are. Take your tired butt away from me.
Cohesive what?
Yeah, cohesive
blandness?
Unit. I got it blandness. I got it blandness.
I've about had it.
He needs to grab hold of his ears and jerk.
Who is that guy?
I'm at the edge.
What a jerk.
is.
All right.
Not doing the job you ought to try this, you know?
He could.
Well, it's time to get back to the action. We got to bring the monster trucks back out. A whole new format here. Now we go side-by-side drag racing. This changes things up.
Yeah, it sure does, and I guarantee you it's going to be very important what brackets, who you're against and what goes on here.
Firestone will get Executioner, Giant will get Equalizer, and Bigfoot gets Samson. That'll be a tough pair.
Well, one problem we have is Executioner in the earlier round broke the bolt off the clutch, and they will not be able to come back. When they come back, it'll be Firestone in a bye run to get time for lane choice.
That'll be a big boost for him, because then he'll get one of the Equalizer, I guess, and Giant. He'll get the winner of that one there. Well, let's go down to Pamela Van Dorn, whichever one takes it from here, and find out what's happening with the party in the pits.
This is Pamela, and we're down in the pits where all the action is. Earlier, I went around to some of the drivers and collected some good luck charms.
Yeah, good luck charms are very important to these drivers. Now, it's amazing how superstitious some of them can be. We came up for everything from, you know, gear shifts, which seemingly are meaningless but mean something to somebody, to what did you find, Pam?
Tasmanian Devil.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is one of the other ones we found.
Yeah.
Very appropriate for this event.
Very much. Always spinning, going wild, just like the madness on Motor Madness. Now, what else do we have here? We have the traditional ubiquitous furry dice. And what do you have there?
Buckeye.
Oh, yeah, Buckeye.
Very lucky.
Yeah. Now, Steve Sanguinevity never leaves home without a shot of his 3-year-old CJ.
Which is my favorite.
Kind of the sentimental favorite there. Yep.
We've got the 8-ball. We're a little iffy about this one, but it smells good. We think maybe they use it for the scent in the car.
Yeah. Of course, either way, you start out right behind the 8-ball. It's kind of hard. Now, the last one, Rick Armbrust never goes anywhere without his Marvin the Martian watch. It's so tied to it that we once left home without it and turned around and went and got it.
Well, that's pretty dedicated. What, did you have a good luck charm you used to use in the ring?
Well, yeah, when I traveled on the road so many years, I had this thing my wife had gave me that I always carried with me. It's been with me for almost 30 years on the road all over the world. It's been everywhere. It's a little bitty mouse. It was the first Beanie Baby, I think. It's called Coco Gijo, but I don't go anywhere on the road without it because it's good luck. Yeah, and my daddy was, you know, don't go in front of a cat, black cat, you know, and don't walk under a ladder. I mean, don't hit anybody with a broom. I guarantee it. He was a little superstitious. Huh. But he was from Oklahoma, like Professor Mike, so anything allowed to come out of his head.
Good point.
Here's my man. Now, he just makes a run here, guys, right? To get a time. Is this true?
That's right.
Okay. And that will entitle him for lane choice.
If he goes fast enough, he'll get lane choice.
That's right.
Understand.
That's right. So just one truck, Wilderness, will get a good-looking lanes. Now, he's been all night running out of that other lane, too, Mike. This is the first time he's been on the left side.
And now we know why he's moved to the left side, because at this time he hasn't been in this lane. If someone was to put him in the lane and he not know what it was all about, he goes over there, it's okay, because he doesn't have anything to lose. He's going to advance, but at least he's going to get a feel of this lane.
Right.
And there's a lot of difference when the cars are different. The way you hit the cars, the landing area will be different. So he really does. He's making a wise decision. And I would think that Kramer might have kind of guided him through this a little bit. But he made a wise decision in going ahead and making this lane choice.
You're actually saying this should help him.
Oh, yes. It'll expand his knowledge.
This will really give him a knowledge look. You know, maybe benefit him a little bit more than anybody else.
Moves into the staging area, up to the starting line. Locks down.
Wow. He's wide open, baby.
Oh, he had a hard time bringing it to a stop.
Yeah, he went wide open right there.
The man wants lane choice. There's no doubt in my mind.
Let's watch this run again. He's been so good on this launch. Just look at the shocks extend.
Dropped all the way out on the. When you see these little nylon straps extend fully.
Pull her head up.
Now our first pair. We'll get Equalizer, the Virginia Giant, and we've got an onboard with the Giant.
Deihl Wilson Winchester, Virginia, gentleman and scholar and great race truck driver.
This is going to be a good matchup right here.
You know, these things look just like they're giant, big behemoths with a lot of horsepower. There's an amazing amount of technology built into these trucks.
Absolutely unbelievable, and they are wrenching these trucks between each and every round. They're tweaking them, they're working on the shocks, they're adding to them, taking out, making the clutch come on quicker, letting the clutch out of them earlier. The work on them constantly, almost like a top fueler, except we're not bringing the motors down.
The shifting mechanisms that these guys are using, very similar to what you'd find in an NHRA Pro Stock legal car.
Exactly. Air shift on a lot of them. This truck's running a clutch.
That would be Giant.
Giant is running a clutch. Equalizer runs an automatic transmission.
Well, they just about staged up. They're getting ready to lay it down. There you go. There you go, Professor Mike.
That's probably the most high-tech part of the whole thing right there, the suspension.
The travel and the shocks, they're getting 12, 14 inches of travel out of these trucks. And these pieces that you're looking at aren't lightweight. They are heavy-duty pieces.
That's why you need 14, 15, or more 1,000 horsepower to pull it over. 1,400, I should say. I like that 14,000.
I'm following your lead.
Yeah. Here we go. Speaking of lead, who gets off quickest? Right here.
Well, Equalizer's always been a good drag racer.
He will.
Well, I put the hex on him, didn't I?
Well, I'm going to tell you what. The Giant went on there. Wow, what a move.
But the Equalizer got the back end of the truck in the air, and when he did that, he was smart in backing out of the truck, let it settle to the ground.
Equalizer was asleep at the lights.
Took a nap.
Yeah, Giant went on with it. See there, got a good jump.
Watch the back of the truck come up.
Yeah, once he got a pogoing like that, he was done, wasn't he? Now watch this.
All right, they compress over his first set of cars, run to the second set. Now watch the bottom drop out. Beautiful.
Yeah. What a shot that was.
What an incredible shot.
Yeah. Unreal.
Deihl Wilson advancing.
It's like the bottom end of the truck is just dangling from the frame.
Just falls out right there.
Beautiful paint scheme on the Virginia Giant. The transporter looks the same. Really got to open some eyes as it goes down the highway.
Class A all the way.
Well, Dan Patrick has fired up Samson next door to us. He's got the biceps bulging and he's ready to go. And he's got a tough competitor coming out. He's got to go up against Foot.
Boy, this whole building's just shaking. The power of these monster trucks, I guarantee you. When they come to your town, guys, you need to go out and see them in person, in public, if you will.
Well, this is a very important race because these are the top two trucks overall. Every point counts.
Ooh, Patrick just made an awesome burnout.
Now remember, he had problems in his last run of the obstacle course. He had to do some quick repairs to the Samson truck.
Then a sway bar, is that what you told me earlier, Ralph?
Yep.
Shouldn't make any difference in this race.
He had a body panel come loose as well on the right side.
I saw him with a 24-inch crescent, though, putting that back on. There is the gas shock.
Now you'll hear that they both shut their engines off, and there's reasons for that, Mike.
RII, remote ignition interrupter. If something was to happen on these trucks, there's someone watching the trucks run with this RII, and they would be able to kill the engine on the truck to stop any kind of unforeseen accident.
All right, guys, we're getting ready for it now. Button it down right here. Hold on to your seats, guys.
Patrick's got his wife and his daughters here tonight. The whole family's on hand.
What a good run.
Yeah, nice run. But
my vantage point didn't tell a winner.
I didn't get it either. We'll have to look at the replay on this one. USA officials felt the same way we did. They're going to watch our TNN Motorsports replay here.
Well, Patrick leaves. Bigfoot is out on him at this point. Bigfoot's about a half a truck out, but Patrick makes up some great time right in this area.
Yeah, there you go. Foot.
Bigfoot gets the win. So we'll see Bigfoot and maybe Wilderness going at each other later on. Wow.
Yeah, what a
Giant
run.
still in the hunt. We might see Samson come back as quick loser.
Oh, no doubt in my mind.
He might not be done yet. Wow, this is building. Stay with us. Don't miss any of it. Well, some of the big crowd here tonight in Indianapolis enjoying the activity, as we've had some great monster truck racing. In fact, Samson has been said to be the fast loser, so he will be back. Here's what's going on in Pro Arena trucks. Joe Brozovic, he's the guy to beat, the only one down below 32nd Street.
He won't lose that time either, Ralph.
No, he gets to keep that, right?
Yes.
Professor, you know, and that's important, but you know he wants to beat that. That's why they pulled here. That's why the guy came from Port Arthur. That's why that Kentucky guy right here, right?
Yep.
Brought this right out the backyard, say, I'm going to run it. And I'm in the top 15.
John Clower.
You think that's Jerry? He ain't no kin to Jerry Clower. Jerry spelled his name different than us.
That's a guess.
Jerry's my man. You know Jerry?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he loved arena trucks and TNN and motor matches.
He's going to take out. Is he going to take it out? No, he missed it. I thought he had that marker, but he saved that. He's got to improve on that 1 minute time that he had going into this. I bet that old bed weighs just a ton on that thing. Looks like it's the side off of a barn, is what it looks like to me.
He leaves it through there, though. Here's where he needs to turn it on, guys.
He is turning it on. I think it's wide open, Dusty.
Right now?
Yes.
That ain't going to help.
Yeah, he stopped for loaf of bread right there.
Oh, yes.
He's going to get stuck.
Now he is.
He's in no man. He's in no man land.
The right front and the left rear is off the ground, and he's yesterday's news.
Well, he's trying to get off, guys. You know, while we're watching him sit on the top of that thing, I just want to tell you a little bit about what's going down. You know, we've seen the Katie Haas thing.
Hey, he's on.
You got Joe, but he's still going. I'm gonna get back to that in just a second. Let's see if he finishes this. There you go.
He just rolls over.
He'll take his first round down.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to finish that. Anyway, the birthday party went down. The thing was passed from Dancer to Katie Haas. And Burns is down there in Miami I think he's doing a little paddle footing around, if you know what I'm talking about, instead of taking care of business, but we'll get into that. Bottom line is, Katie Haas, Miami, we need to find out what's going down.
Dusty, we both know Katie.
Yes.
And the places he's looking for, Dusty is not the...
I hear you.
That's not the places Katie would go.
Whoa!
Speaking
of going, he's letting it hang out.
5 seconds. 5 seconds is on it, but it may not make any difference. He may take the penalty and still be good.
All right, turn her around, head her home, right here.
Spin it. See if you can just flip it around.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, boy.
No, he's going now. Whoa, what a nice run.
Too bad. 5 seconds tacked on. That's going to kill him.
It will just break his heart.
That's going to put him up around 32 seconds and take him out. Well, he was flying.
Yeah, you know what? Professor Mike, just what you said as we watch that great run right there. I'm going to go ahead and reiterate what you were talking about. Yeah, Burns is down there, but he's not hanging out in the right places looking for her. And he seems to have his mind on other things, two things, a matter of fact, really got his attention. And I don't know if it's the dog wagging the tail or the tail wagging the dog right there.
Well, I think Dave, you know, I really thought Dave was a lot smarter than that when he got down there.
Yeah. Places me and you hang out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they'll be looking.
That's right. That's right. Ice cream shop.
Here we go.
Bill Hubbard. He had a pretty wild ride in the first round, 38.46.
Bill very possibly could get this thing down below the 30-second mark. Truck looks like it will. Bill can just put it there. Got by that part of it. He's really pushing hard on it.
A lot of air right there, guys.
But nosed in real heavy. Dances, all right, as well. Gets it out here. He's he's going to make this turn. This is what you need to do. You got to go. Oh, boy, is that heartbreaking.
Wow, man.
Right there.
Well, he picked up a bunch of time.
Well, one thing it tells you, though, Joe Brozovic's time is not safe.
No, he had a quick run, guys. I'm telling you, a lot of air on the end. Went through the whoopage real good.
Nose is in just a little bit, but needs to kick the back of the truck around.
Well, let's check in with more from Fred Barton.
Well, you know, when I saw John Clower stuck up on that bump, I thought, man, that truck looks a little bit familiar. John, what happened up there?
I tried to cut that corner to the left, and this thing just sure didn't want to go left. And I thought, well, I'll take the 5 seconds to go over the car and got caught.
Yeah, now the reason this truck looks so familiar is because it's very similar to the one that a crowd favorite, Rory Fisher, drove last year. It's a Toyota, and it's a 4-cylinder. Rory, did you guys put this together?
Yeah, we had a bunch of parts laying around. Plus, you know, I don't have my truck anymore, so we just kind of threw something together, and this is what we came up with.
When are you going to build the truck, get back to racing?
I got one in the works right now. I'll be back again, hopefully next year. I get it done.
You going to be there?
Oh, yeah, I'll be here.
John Clower and Rory Fisher.
Well, I think this next one's going to be good. This is Ron Willis. Remember, he turned all the way from Port Arthur, Texas. Missed the last big jump. He's getting a second shot at it. I think he's really going to let it all hang out now. I think he was pretty embarrassed that first round.
Yeah, there you go. I think he knows where to go now.
There's 5 seconds right there, but he's letting it hang out.
Man is all the way from Texas. He needs some cash to get home on.
Nothing, they're good.
Beautifully well.
Yeah, got to put it in here. Mike, got to go with it now.
He won't miss a big jump this time.
No, he knows where it is, and he's going to take it. Well, for a big truck, that thing works well, doesn't it?
Not bad. 30-50. I guarantee you he's going to move up some.
Add the nickel.
That's right, 35 seconds. That's still move him up.
Yeah, that was in the hunt. A lot better than he did in the first round. Knew where to go this time. Got him a Mac.
That's where he got in trouble. Watch the orange marker.
Gone.
Knocked him out. Don Williams and a White Bear Lake, Minnesota is up next.
Boy, Don has absolutely made giant steps this year over last year.
Quick truck, short wheelbase, and see what he's got.
He's got a good time, so he's not going to let off.
A lot, Mike. What's up with that? The rear end didn't look too good.
I missed it, Ralph, but it looks like he's okay at this time.
Boy, he's coming. He's breaking it home right here. Boy, he is attacking this car. This is Motor Madness right here.
See what happens. Gets in the swing of thing. He cleared it. He's okay there. Now go for it.
Look at this guy.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
Got a new leader.
Beautiful.
Wow.
26-31.
He exploded. Exploded. This car's wide open.
Unbelievable run.
Now watch this tire right here. It looks a little strange to me when he comes over this jump. This tire looks like it's something about it is not correct.
That left front, yeah.
Yeah, the left front looks a little weak on this thing. Watch it land.
Oh,
now. Oh, he's broke the axle.
Good call, Professor. Oh, yeah, Professor would see that, Dream.
I know it. He was right on top of it, too. Broken axle.
Willie Tack. Well, he said, Dusty, after round number 1, he thought he knew where he could pick up some time.
Yeah, he sure did. And I guarantee you, well, opportunity knocking on the door right now.
Need to open the door.
On-board camera with him.
Oh, and is he going for it? National Spring Company right on the front of it. They're checking him out. Posted Pit Stop and Star Transport is the sponsors, and he is wearing this truck out.
Oh, great job.
I'm telling you, hard beating, but the truck is going. Lonnie and Matt's done a good job.
Oh, no.
Well, he's still going good.
You've got a good time going for him right here. Look at this.
Oh, he definitely improved, but not enough.
Boy,
Oh, what a shame.
if he could have just, like you say, Professor Mike, down here, spin it out. Fishtail it out, if you will.
Need to kick the back of it like
Kick the back of it out.
Make it go fast.
Make it go fast.
We heard some of the guys. Let's listen to this as we go with the onboard. What is the fact, maybe we heard some of the guys talking earlier, especially the monster truck drivers, about how tacky the dirt is here tonight. Is it possible they just can't break the rear wheels loose?
That's what, exactly. Very good observation, Ralph. This dirt is so tacky, you cannot kick the back of the truck out and spin it around. It will not loosen up that much. It will not loosen up at all. This little Ford truck gets around great, doesn't it?
Yeah, real smooth, too, sounding. You know, don't make a lot of noise, but eases on through that. Let's see how he does here. To the whip, babe.
Beautiful. Yeah. Now, if he could just handle this hard U-turn.
Trying to kick it out. Got it good.
He did.
Going to have a nice time for himself.
That's nice.
Pretty good run. Got some time.
That's nice.
Not enough to win, but down in the hunt, and here's Fred.
Yeah, I got Don Williams in first place. Man, oh man, what a run. What was the key to that?
The key was these whippy dudes right next to the car here. He's holding the throttle wide open and just deal with it.
So you're 3 seconds in the lead. I don't think anyone's going to threaten, but we're going to stand by.
Well, all I got to say is I got to give thanks to my new sponsor, Jasper Engine and Transmissions out of Jasper, Indiana. I got to thank AutoWorks Diagnostic Center Repair up in Maplewood, Minnesota. I got to thank Valley Speed Shop, man. Without these guys, I couldn't be here right now.
That's great. Don Williams in first.
Well, he's got a big challenge right here.
Here's Barney.
I like this
Here's
truck.
Barney.
Yeah.
It is pretty, it's fast, and he doesn't mind driving it. That's beautiful.
This big Bronco.
It is
96.
It is big, but it is quick and agile.
Look at that. What a nice move.
Did he? No, I didn't.
No.
Didn't get one of them. Did not get a cone. That's going to cut his heart out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Backed up too far.
Can't go there. That is so pretty.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what. He had a good run going. Right back here again. Came back to bite him down here, Mike.
Yep.
I would look so good driving that.
You would.
Watch the back end of this truck come around. Now we're making a swing.
That's a big pendulum there to be swinging.
Like a bucking bull, boys.
You got to bear down and lean into the rope when that happens.
You got to get on your rigging.
There you go. Get down.
You got to set. You got to take a deep seat and a faraway look, brother.
Get that faraway look in you.
Larry Meagher told me that one time. He said, the only way to ride this thing is take a deep seat and a faraway look and holler air. And I said, air what? He said, air arena, baby. Here we go.
Oh,
Dusty's always
driver's yelling right now.
Dusty learned one thing from Mayhan, and that's that faraway look in his eye.
Oh, stop it. Well, now 140 ain't well, so this way. You know, I think he's happy to be in the top.
I just think he's happy to be here. I really
I'm going to take another run here. Well, maybe he just spurted for it.
I get 2 turns.
Well, let's see here. Now, the duck went over here and the deer ran that way. I got to go down this trail here. Okay, that's a big old 8-pointer over here now.
But we're going to miss the skunk. And
Okay.
Well, he came and he competed, guys.
And the Indy crowd let them know what they thought.
I don't think they was real proud. I mean, I'm just guessing.
Now, they didn't like that.
They wasn't real proud.
But if you didn't like that, don't worry about it, because Joe Brozovich is just rolling by us, giving us a thumbs up, Dusty. He's pumped.
Yeah, he's going to tear something up.
He's got a faraway look in his eye, and he's taking a deep seat.
Yeah.
He's down on the rigging.
Yeah, sitting down on it.
Got the spurs locked up over the shoulders. Next thing he's going to do is nod and open the gate.
Give her air, Rita. Here we go, boys.
Brozo's Bronco is tonight the night he comes out of the slump. There's our current leader watching patiently. He knows this is the man right here behind the stars and stripes that could do it to him tonight.
Oh, the start wasn't good. You're going to have to make something up, Joe.
Wow.
Do it Joe's way. Oh, he's got it right. He is right. I mean, when this guy's on, you just see it.
Watch him.
And he's on. He is on. Watch this. He's on. He runs those whoops so well.
Big turn. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Boy, he went quick, though.
Here he goes, guys.
See what happens. He's still there. Not quite.
Oh, the turn killed him.
Man. Oh, that bit him in the foot.
Shot him in the foot.
Oh, that shot him in the foot.
Oh, there's our leader.
Williams breathes a sigh of relief.
And I'll tell you what, Joe knocked a full second off of his time.
Wow. Look at this, guys.
But he knocked a second off backing up. Look at this. He had to back up and still knock the second off of it. If he could have got around the corner, Ralph, we might have seen someone in the 25 zone.
Wow. I don't doubt it, Mike. I don't doubt it. Unbelievable. Picks up a second, but loses the one he needed at the corner.
Wow.
Joe Brozovich will have to wait for another day to get his first big win on the tour in '98.
Well, I got Joe Brozovich here, a little bit frustrated. Boy, Joe, a great run, had a little trouble in the turn. What happened?
I'm not so much frustrated. I'm just out here to have a good time, so I'm not too upset. If I'm going to lose it, I'd rather lose it to Don Williams. He's been an up-and-coming driver for the last year. He's really made some progress. It was my own fault. I went too hard into the turn. I had to back up. I thought I could make it up. Throwing it in reverse, and I just missed it by that much. Rockdale Automotive, BF Goodrich Autometer, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Well, that's just a sign of the quality of guy that Joe Brozovich is.
Exactly. Tell you what, they come to play the game and they respect the game that they play.
And Mike, he makes a great point as we get to watch Gary Bachman go here. You know, Don Williams really has been a great competitor. They really worked to get that truck into this position here tonight.
And it has worked well for him. Now, he's already 5 seconds behind because he took out a stake.
Did he really?
Yes. And he's got this 4010 John Deere laid all over the back. He's plowing 2 rows now.
Boy, he's right there. Nice move.
Oh, that's the best run around the turn. That was the best lap around the corner we've ever seen, and he knows
He knows
You know what? I'd like to see that guy that's been coming up here on the announcer stand and get in one of these and take a deep seat in the faraway look. That guy that's been coming up here talking about all these things that's happening with us.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't know who that guy is, but he makes me sick.
I just want to see you do one of those elbow things you used to do.
Oh, yeah, he's a punk,
Please.
He's a punk, all right.
Please.
He's so smart he thinks General Electric's in the Army.
You crazy. Hey, here's that pretty truck.
Yes, it is, and he leans out, heading it for the corner.
You're crazy for thinking that was funny.
Look at that.
He can do it. Oh, he needs hard on it. He needs hard on it.
Not hard enough, I don't think.
No, he's not leaning near like he should. He hasn't got both elbows on the table. That's where he's in trouble.
I'll tell you what, though, got to back up.
No.
He lost some power there, too, Mike.
Yeah.
Will not happen for this gentleman tonight.
What did he do wrong with his elbows on the table? Oh!
Yeah, hey, somebody show me where the concession stand is.
Didn't need that jump.
They like it here.
I think he lost a map, too.
Yeah.
He was
Or the brakes.
Yeah. Hold her head up, baby.
His navigational guidance system didn't work. Oh, now he may have been. Let's watch his head when he comes over this. Let's watch his head just a little bit and see if it pops him. No, he looks.
He just didn't brake. Look at the wheels.
Brakes. There was no
brakes.
No brakes on that truck.
Wow, good
Can
thing.
you say panic?
Yeah. A deer in the headlight look.
Oh, buddy. You want to talk about a faraway look?
Now watch the tires.
That boy was looking back in Boise.
Yeah.
They never quit spinning. They never quit spinning.
No.
He's still on the gas.
I bet she stuck the throttle.
Yeah.
I
bet she stuck the throttle.
Look at him. He said
right.
he gave a big old sigh there, you know what I mean? Laid back.
Well, maybe Fred Bartson can go over and ask him if he got a throttle stuck or what the deal was. But I guarantee old Randall had a wild ride.
Got great horsepower.
Whew.
Man. I know. I hear you, Randall. I'm not sure I'd idle it back. I might have him tow me in.
I think bring the front end loader.
When I got this thing stopped, I think that'd be plenty for me.
Here we go, 142.
Woo. Yeah, he up inch 10-1. He stuck that throttle. Just 3 trucks left to go, including Rick Marlowe. Now Rick was not spectacular.
No.
His first time out.
No.
But he's in that 15.
Yes,
yeah, and he's not.
Which doesn't say much for the other 5 that didn't make it.
He's not spectacular this time out.
We did have 5 that broke.
I'm going to go out there and stick my thumb out. I'll get a ride in this one. Okay.
And his friends in the crowd are letting him know it again, too.
Yeah.
No, his friend.
His friend.
Yeah, and he just walked out.
I think he's got, no, I just thought he had the heater running.
He could quite possibly be the only guy that was not excited about being invited back for a second run.
Yeah, Slim and None and Slim left town.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know you're in trouble when they come up and say you made the 15 and you say, do I have to?
Fred, was it a stuck throttle?
Well, as usual. Boy, Randall Harlan, a little bit dazed and confused here. Randall, what happened?
I got confused in that turn down there. Still couldn't make that turn. And once I got straightened up, all I could do is put it to the floor, go for it, and
looked like on the telestrator might have been a stuck throttle, was it?
No, it wasn't a stuck throttle.
Just a little bit, a little out of control, guys, down here. It's madness down here.
I landed all the way down there at that other jump, didn't it? I thank TNN Motorsports and USA Motorsports. And all my sponsors here.
Good.
AutoFab.
Okay, who's going to say it?
No, not me.
You know what? My job is safe. My job is safe.
Steve Sanguinetti. This is your boy. And this beautiful black Dodge has already lost a bumper frame.
Somebody call the law on me.
This guy's getting booed from everybody.
Oh, there went one.
He's the only guy that's... He's idled over a stake and got a penalty.
I'm not sure that he knows he's not supposed to take all those stakes down.
Well, you know what? Steve has done a pro arena truck driver with us before, though, Mike, and he's done pretty good, but...
Wow.
See?
He dropped it.
That was metal hitting metal.
You won't see that in any Dodge promos anytime soon. With just one racer to go.
Yeah, that leader's still jumping up and down over there. He knows.
And this little lowrider, guys, I got to tell you, I don't think it stands a chance.
Look at it.
The Tin Man, Joel Phillips, has got zero suspension travel. And on this course, that is not the ticket.
Doesn't look good, but never count him out until it's over with.
There he goes.
At this point,
you're counting him out, aren't
he's
you?
done.
You're thinking he's yesterday's news.
Yep. It'll be fun to watch, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he'll make these whoopies do something.
I'm not sure his old body.
That's it, boys. Don will. No,
watch out. Don't count him out.
But Don's counting him out.
Yeah.
Don's breathing easy.
Yeah, Don knows he's going to pay window. 1, 2, 3.
He's picking up dirt. The truck gets heavier.
That was a
as it
double
goes.
dribble right there. He traveled.
Not very far, though.
Okay, let's back up now. Let's see now. They went down there, and the other blind is over here.
I hate it when you time these things with a sundial.
Okay, here we go. Now then, now the crowd is going to cheer him is how far he goes here.
Well, let's listen closely.
Well, this guy deserves a big round of applause.
What a run he had. Great.
John Williams, our pro arena truck driver, is the winner. Fred?
Don Williams with a 26-31. Very happy man tonight. Now, what was the key to such a great run?
I think the key was just throttle hard and drive the truck. The truck is handling real good, and we've had a real good summer with it. We went into the show tonight with the attitude that we were going to leave here with a win, and I'm glad we did.
There you have it. Came in thinking first place, and sure enough finished first place. Don Williams.
What a great run. Here he is to the checkered flag. And you know, Mike, we saw this truck debut last year with the off-center cab and all that, and we said, you know, one of these days, I remember in Des Moines, you and I said, 97, if they ever get that thing dialed in, look out, he's going to be a winner.
Go show how smart you are, Ralph.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
I said we said.
Happy man right there, Don Williams.
Now you're looking inside the RCA Dome. Used to be known as the Hoosier Dome here in Indianapolis, Indiana, home of the NFL's Indianapolis Colts. They play in here. You can see how much these fans love their racing in this town. And side-by-side drag racing is what we're doing with monster trucks. Firestone Wilderness against the Virginia Giant. That'll be our first pair. Then Bigfoot will go up against the fast loser, which was Samson. That's going to be a great one.
For all your monster truck needs, whether you're looking to find out who's in the point standing or who is handling the arena truck standing, here's what you do. Call that 900 number. It's $1.99 for the first minute, and it's only 99 cents for every minute thereafter. Now, anyone under 18 must have parental permission. I call it probably twice a week and get all the results from all over the country. Great thing to do.
Here we go, guys. Whoa, light them up.
Remember, we got an onboard with the Giant. There's the engine. 1,500 horsepower, living on alcohol, spinning right there behind. Deihl.
That is a shotgun Hemi Ford. It is an original cast iron Ford block, one of the few left.
Suspension key. Oh, and Giant broke. The Giant broke.
Yeah. Well, not that he broke, but Wilderness, I was watching him, made a great run. Great run.
Do not know what happened. I wasn't watching the other side, and
I was too.
Oh, it was quick too.
Very well, it may have broken an axle because
all the power went to one wheel. Looked like, huh?
Yeah, all the power went to one wheel. See how the truck just stands up and goes left?
Yeah, moved over left real heavy.
That's a pretty good sign of a broken axle.
Let's see if we can see it break.
I didn't see it.
And there is our winner, Firestone Wilderness.
Go with it, baby. Go with it, Firestone.
But he's got to go up against the winner of the battle between Samson and Bigfoot.
Big time matchup now. Wilderness taking a little break here now. He's to get himself, get his face, get hit with a powder puff, get himself ready in case he gets to the pay winner, the victory circle. What a matchup this is going to be right here.
I'll tell you what I've enjoyed all night here tonight is having our home base sitting right next to the monster truck pits. Every time they fire those alcohol motors up, oh man, I just love that. But right here to our right, you can see they've already moved out Samson, but they've been sitting right here. Firestone Wilderness just, what, 10 yards maybe, max?
Oh, yeah, at least.
5 yards over to Samson when he's been here. That's been wonderful.
This is just a little bit more than a monster truck race.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know, I understand that. That's some heavy points and heavy money involved in this thing.
These guys are just real serious. Bigfoot's got Bob Chandler here tonight, the originator of Bigfoot. Jim Kramer, one of the drivers and head officials in the company. And this is just a little bit more. The pressure's on the drivers. They want to do good. The boss is here. Both the bosses are here. They want to be on top of the situation. They want to show their ability. Patrick.
Got all his family here too, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he wants to show them the way home. It's gonna be loud, guys. It's gonna be real loud because they're both leading with both feet flat on the floor.
Whoa! Boy, Dad Patrick, gave him everything he had.
Whoa. He left on him at the starting line. If Bigfoot won it, he did it in the air. He actually flew past him in the air.
Well, the USA Motorsports officials have already called our T&M truck. They want to look at our replay.
Here you go.
They couldn't tell.
Patrick is out on him. Watch Patrick get out of this area quicker. Now he's still got the lead. There's
he bounced the
Bigfoot.
front end, and I think that made the difference, Mike.
Yeah.
Dan bounced that front end, and I think that made the difference when it came down.
I agree, Ralph. It didn't settle down and run like it should. Boy, that was great. Have we not seen the best racing we've had?
Watch this as they come off the front. Oh, this is going to be Bigfoot. All right.
Picks the front end up, lets it settle.
But see how it settles right there?
Yeah,
that made the difference.
Got all the power into all the tires, and it is a beautiful thing when they do that.
At that point, Dan Patrick dribbled the front tires, and it made all the difference. Well, if you want to see some of this exciting monster truck racing up close and personal and sniff the fumes like Dream and I have been doing, come to these events. Welcome back to the RCA Dome. Boy, we have been having some great monster truck racing, and we got a final still to go. And I don't know what to expect out of this. This is going to be spectacular again.
Gentlemen, I've asked you to do a few things. In fact, I've told you to do a few things. None of you are delivering what I want. Am I talking too fast? Are you listening too slow? What's the problem? Huh?
I about enjoyed all you. I can stand.
I dream.
One thing, just one thing. If y'all are going to play with fire, you're going to get burned.
I don't know what's happening anywhere. I'll tell you what I do know.
This guy's a jerk up here playing with fire. His mama should have taught him a long time ago. And he was very close because I'm so hot that Dave Burns are getting hit. Well, I ain't going to say the word, but it's so with an A. Whipped right here on television. That's a bunch of, that's sick business going on here, boy, with that guy. Who is he? Let's get right to what's really important about why we came to this building tonight.
Firestone Wilderness and Bigfoot, one final race on this Friday night of madness.
For all the marbles.
Oh, yeah.
Candler has to be happy. He owns both of them. They're both out of the Bigfoot stable.
Wilderness has got the lane he didn't like before. Maybe I think it's Bigfoot because...
Oh, no, that's a dead heat. That's a dead heat.
I think the USA officials are going to look at our replay again.
Well, I've looked at it real close, and I'm sure that the Ford won.
Oh, they both Ford. Man, you always coming up with something like that.
All right, guys, heads up. Let's look. Foot's got the tires in the air, carries them over the front tires.
See, he got down.
Firestone is out on him now. This is the finish line.
Wow.
Bigfoot.
That's all right. That's all right.
It was a beautiful thing, too.
You better believe it was.
I loved it.
That Firestone will hunt another day.
We have had great monster truck racing all night long. And Bob Chandler was a man that provided us with some of the best racing we've ever seen. As Bigfoot and Firestone Wilderness have owned the monster truck class on this Friday night. Don't go away. Motor Madness will continue. Well, this crowd has enjoyed some great monster truck racing. Let's go down and meet two of the men behind this powerful Bigfoot team with Brad.
Oh, yeah, big night for the Bigfoot team. Of course, we got the legendary Jim Kramer and Eric Tack. Eric, a lot of fast racing tonight, a lot of close racing.
Yeah, I mean, this Indy, I mean, has great dirt out here, and these Firestones we got are working really good. They're hooking up pretty good. And
The Ford horsepower we can't talk enough about, but thank God we didn't have to get into our back toolbox getting lost and bolts out and tighten them up. So we're doing good. I knew Eric was going to run me hard, but I got to thank my crew and everybody here and the great fans. So it was good.
Jim, you got to be proud.
Well, I am very proud, but this guy has got the answer for it. He knows he changes strategies. He rolled the cars in the obstacle course so he could get good ground speed and make the turn. But in the drag race, he cleared the first car, shot out, got the tire speed up, the engine up. When he hit the ground, he took off like a rocket. Good strategy on Eric's part.
Bigfoot team dominating tonight.
Absolutely, Fred, they did. Here's a look at the points that they have earned here tonight. Look at Firestone and Bigfoot.
Can't get any better when you go away. You bring two trucks, they tie.
Yeah.
What more can you ask for?
I'm telling you.
And Patrick and Samson took a hit, picking up just 80 points. And Pro Arena Trucks, what a great show that was tonight. Here's a look at the standings from them here tonight. Don Williams, we'd only seen one truck get below 30, and then in that second round, we had a couple dip down there. Joe Brozovic got close. Williams gets the win, and Eric Tack did a fantastic job behind the wheel of the legendary Bigfoot. More to come from Indy.
Next week, Motor Madness rolls on to Mercer, PA for the Club Superstition Smash. Catch all the bumping and grinding, picking and grinning as the top dogs make a dash for the big bone, the check in the winner's circle. In 2 weeks, the World of Outlaws make their season debut on Motor Madness from Manzanita Speedway in Phoenix, Arizona. Defending champ Slammin' Sammy Swindell looks to begin the long road toward back-to-back crowds. On February 27th, the World of Outlaws are back at it again from Sin City. All the high rollers will be on hand for an old-fashioned Western shootout in the Las Vegas desert. Catch all the madness right here on Motor Madness.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the home base. One final segment here. And, you know, we had some great racing tonight.
Oh, wonderful racing. Probably, you know, we say this a lot, but this is the best we've seen. It's great all the way through. The monsters were wonderful. Pro Arena trucks were fast. The track was tough. It was wonderful racing.
And we thought maybe we'd have time for one more segment with Dave Burns, one more feed from Miami. But Dream, I don't know if we're going to get anything out of him.
Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on in Miami. Dave Burns has got his head somewhere besides taking care of business. Now, let me tell you, you running around chasing that little blonde girl ain't getting done while you went down there. It will be my pleasure the next time I see you to bend you over and put my size 13 boot right in your keister, brother, and kick you all the way to next Christmas.
Well, wait a minute. Dream, wait. We got one more feed with Dave Burns. All right, Dave, save yourself from the Dream.
Better be
Tell
good.
us something.
Guys, I wish I had more to tell you, but it's been like a dead-end street down here in Miami. No sign of Katie, and I've been all the way from Coconut Grove down to Miami Beach. And still no sign of Katie. Back to you.
Dave? Hey, Dave Burns, what are you doing in Miami?
Katie!
Radio communications are provided by Racing Radios. For all your business and racing communications needs, as well as scanners and frequency lists, call on Racing Radios at 1-800-669-1522. LA West Luxury Vans, the world's ultimate sport utility vehicle. LA West Luxury Vans, available at select Ford dealerships nationwide. Call us at 800-786-VANS. Drivers, race teams, and race fans, the 1998 Team Simpson Racing Catalog is now available. For more information, call 1-800-71-RACIN or visit the Simpson website at simpsonraceproducts.com and join Team Simpson today. Race fans, you make the call. New LCI residential long-distance customers receive 30 minutes of free domestic calling and the World Card Plus calling card featuring participating drivers. Don't delay. Call now, 1-888-TEAM-LCI. Lighting for tonight's event provided by Musco International.